Yes, John 6 is all about the bread that comes down from heaven. And I've forgotten the exact verse, but you can read the whole of John 6. Even the disciples, by the way, found that teaching difficult. It is a little obscure. We certainly know that you cannot pre-exist yourself. The idea of pre-existing yourself has to say being before you are, or existing before you come into existence, is really incoherent. That should be avoided. No, Jesus has to be the human being. He has to be the descendant of David. He cannot be the ancestor of David. You cannot be older than your own ancestor. That's just not something that anybody should be expected to understand or contemplate. So in John 6, you'll find that Jesus says the bread, which is his flesh, the human Jesus came from heaven. Well, that obviously is not literally true. In Daniel 7, you'll find the Son of Man there in vision long before he was born. And he refers to himself as the Son of Man. He is indeed the Son of Man who in a visionary condition was seen in Daniel 7. And his flesh came down from heaven in James twice. In chapter 1, again I think in chapter 3. Things that come down from heaven are gifts from God. That's not the Western American or British use of English. I see that. But the Bible is not an American or British book. Its idioms are Hebraic. These are Hebrews speaking Greek in the New Testament. And they can talk about every good gift coming down from heaven. So to say that somebody comes down from heaven doesn't mean they were alive literally before they were born. Read Matthew 1, read Luke 1. Ask yourself, what sort of a Jesus are Matthew and Luke presenting? Quite clearly a descendant, a lineal, biological descendant related to David through Mary, his mother, no human father. This is fixed data. We don't want to question or doubt that for 1 second, because if we do, we've lost the authority of Scripture, and we've nothing at all to say as believers.